Well, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Chris Holtzman here. I want to give you the latest information now on Tropical Depression 4. This system, the latest update has been released, and system currently over Cuba. Let me show you what we have first with our headlines and what to expect. So with this system, we're still a couple days away, but we have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those days are first alert weather days. We have Tropical Depression 4 near Cuba. And then one thing to note, we're expecting heavy rain, gusty wind, and even the potential for coastal flooding. What can change, of course, the timing and even the position of the system. But consensus is building that we are expecting some impact from the system. Could have some high impacts as well with regards to rainfall and even the potential for coastal flooding. So there is Tropical Depression 4 moving over Cuba. It's close to Havana right now. Eventually, this system will move into the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico, eventually strengthening to a tropical storm. And this system will eventually become Debbie. That's the next name on the list. So here's the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. As of 11 o'clock this morning, winds of 35 miles per hour. Pressure starting to drop just a little bit, and this system is moving now west-northwest at 15 miles per hour. So watch what happens with the track of this system. Sunday morning, this system is over the Gulf of Mexico. Watch what happens by Monday morning. Borderline hurricane strength making landfall over the Big Bend. That's the first landfall with this system. And then watch what happens as I advance this forward. The track basically stops as the system moves and approaches our area. In fact, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there's hardly any movement with this system. And should the system stall out over the open waters of the Atlantic, which are very warm right now, that could lead to this system perhaps approaching hurricane strength by Thursday. So the trend continues to slow this down, which is not good news for our area in terms of our rainfall and coastal flooding potential, even also the potential for tornadoes and a strong wind. So there's the latest track, and you notice really it slows down by the middle to the end of the week. Let me show you one of our computer models as we head into the next couple of days. So this is the European model, and I want to show you as we advance into the day on Sunday over the open waters of the Gulf. There's that system. Notice the spin there. And then as we move into Monday, we're likely seeing rain already as early as Monday with that feed of tropical moisture. There's Monday afternoon, the heaviest of the rain over Georgia. Watch by Tuesday, we start to see some heavy rain really start to fill in for our area. And then even into Wednesday morning, notice that system is directly over us. So as I put this into motion here, give you a look at it, here's what happens with this system. So as I put this into motion, there's Sunday, Monday, the system's nearby, and then it basically stalls out Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, which would lead to prolonged impacts from our system here. Now, where the eye actually makes landfall the second time will dictate how much of the storm surge we see and also where the greatest threat for tornadoes will be. But that's the European model. Let me show you the latest GFS model. That's the American model here. This is another model that we look at. And as the system moves in, notice by Sunday into Monday, this system moves over the open waters of the Atlantic. Tuesday, very heavy rain into Wednesday and even Thursday there. And then even this keeps the system nearby through Friday. So we'll really have to watch the timing. We could be talking about really several days in a row of impacts from what will eventually become Tropical Storm Debbie. And let me show you one more time here, the European model, as we advance through Thursday and Friday. This pretty much shows the same thing, with impacts from the system perhaps through Thursday. Here's our projected rainfall, and we need to watch this closely because I have increased amounts from yesterday's forecast up to the potential for 10 inches of rain along the coast. Generally east of 95 is where we have the greatest potential of rainfall, the highest totals between 7 to 10 inches. West of 95 is where we have the potential for 4 to even 7 inches. Now, we'll also have to watch the timing because I would not be surprised if these totals, based on the current speed, if these increase to close to a foot of rain or more. We'll have to watch that because should the system remain slow, some of our guidance this morning is putting out totals over a foot of rain. Now, this is not over one day, it's over several days. but we prolong that heavy rain, and that could lead to definitely some issues with regards to street flooding and even the potential for coastal flooding. So we are watching that very closely. Again, just showing you the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. Winds are starting to increase just a little bit with this system, and now would be the time to make preparations while we have time, because eventually we'll start to get some impact from the system, likely late Sunday with some rain moving in. It looks like the worst of the impacts will likely be Monday, Tuesday, perhaps into Wednesday, when the eye of that system, the eye wall, gets closer to our area. But we'll continue to watch this. Hopefully this can speed up a little bit more, but right now looking like it is slowing down, with perhaps look at that, Tuesday and Wednesday, hardly moving at all even into Thursday. So we're going to continue to keep you updated on this. Of course, we'll give you the first alert. We have a website, of course, on our hurricane page on live5news.com. You can get the latest information there. Also, we're tracking on the app updates that are released multiple times per day. And of course, a great tool to have, the Live 5 weather app, where we will certainly keep you updated. But we are tracking a slower system today, and that's why the rainfall totals have increased so much, as well as the potential for gusts up to 50 to even 60 miles per hour. So I'll leave you right now with the track of this system, the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. We'll have another update later this afternoon with meteorologist Dorian Miner, and then I'll be back again tomorrow morning to continue to update you on the system. Of course, we'll also update you on air, online, and on the Live 5 weather app. Have a great rest of your morning.